Hey everyone, back with another session with Hank the Mustang, and yesterday I was talking to his owner, and I remember earlier on I was telling you guys I'm not sure how long I'll have him for, and it doesn't look like he'll be here too much longer, simply because boarding in Florida is more expensive than North Carolina, so that kind of comes into play with him being here. So we are going to try to hopefully get faster in what we're doing without rushing him and ruining what we've already worked on. But today we are going to take a really big step and see how it goes and put on the western saddle with the back cinch. And the other thing was we wanted to work on things kind of dangling around where saddle packs would go, that area. So basically the rings that attach the rear cinch. I might be hanging the pillows from that depending on how well he does with the saddle today as is. And of course, like always, we are using positive reinforcement, but we are going to get started right away by tacking up western. Alright, so first, just like how we started with the English pad, I'm going to give him a chance to sniff it. Didn't want to take it, rub it on his neck, reward him for that even though he's not really focused, but he has a pleasant expression on his face and he's not too worried. And then I'm going to just toss it right over him. Good boy. Very nice. Sweet. So really that part shouldn't be too different from the English tacking up. And now we are going to grab the western saddle and see if I can get him to stand still as I chuck that up there, hopefully with relaxation. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is actually put it on from the off side. That way I don't have to throw all the girths and cinches over him. And what I can do to make it even easier going on him right now is put that stirrup up over here. Good boy. Good. Reward him just for looking at it. You guys can see now why I use English tack. Good. And then I'm going to really pay close attention to his face as I'm putting it on him. Good boy. Good boy. Alright, and I'm going to get it all situated, make sure there's no leather rolled up underneath it. So same thing with the girthing up. Whenever he backs up, I'm going to quietly ask him to move forward again. And then when he stays on his own, after I go back to doing what I was doing, which is basically just pulling out all of the leather that got caught up underneath it, I'm going to reward him. Okay, because he has that little backing up habit. Super. Drop the girths from this side. Good. Super good with me just adjusting it there. Good. I'm going to reward him for checking it out. Again, the backing up, ask him to step forward and keep going about doing what I was doing. He's definitely curious now as to what we're doing. He's like, hey, I thought this was an English place. Why are we going with the western tack? Good boy. Good. It actually didn't really have much backing up as I pulled the girth underneath him. We'll see about when I'm tightening it up though. Good. Reward him right then. So right now, all I'm doing is watching what he's communicating with me, if he's okay with something, if he finds a release in something, and then rewarding when he communicates with me in a calm manner. So I'm going to wait, ask him to step forward, see if I can tighten it just a little bit more. Continuating. Good. Good, so right then when I went and reached up to the stirrup to move it down, he flinched his side, but I just kind of let it gently fall because I didn't want to completely cause a ruckus yet with me right underneath him. But he definitely anticipated there. And I know you guys couldn't see it from that side unless he also flinched over there, but I doubt it. Okay, and the back cinch, really important that you make it snug enough. Again, don't want to cut him in half, but it needs to be snug enough that if he is going to pick up at it for any reason, he's not going to get his foot caught in there. Good, so I'll go with that tightness right now, and we may tighten it again in a moment. Good boy. Good, I'm going to see if I can get him just to walk one step, and then I'm going to, good boy, tighten that cinch one more time, just because I know these guys like to bloat sometimes, and I don't want the looseness of this spooking him. Perfect. Super. All right. I'm gonna ask him to go out at a walk. Good. Very nice. And just like before, I'm going to reward the walk. Good boy. And now I'm going to push him up into the trot. Good boy. Reward. And then our very last gait, the canter. Good boy. Push him forward again. Good, and reward that time. Good. So I don't know if you guys saw that first time, he just kind of went up, got a little humpy, a little worried. Good. Out that direction again. Drop. And canter. Right away, heading to the right before I reward him, and then we'll do the canter separate. Good boy. Boy. One more. Canter. Good boy. Good. So we got a little bit of a stumble, which kind of set him off slightly for like half a second. Pushed him through that. Good boy. Very nice. And I'm going to give him another reward for it. Super. Okay, so what I might do now is tighten the cinches up one more hole, flank area. Good boy. Not too bad of a reaction. Hopefully that one little kind of bucky moment was on camera, but I like how quick he's settling down after it. I actually don't know if I can go up another hole with this back cinch. It's getting tight. If I go up too far, it'll be like really squeezing him. And I want it to be laying against his body, yeah, but it's doing that right now. And if I put it any tighter, I feel like that's a little bit unfair going that tight with him. So one more time, I'm gonna ask for him to canter to the left, and then we're gonna see what he thinks about the pillows. Actually, so he has problems with, if something comes up and just touches his hind end initially, not touching like his shoulder or his neck or anything. So I'm just gonna go right away and start patting his flank and reward him for that because there wasn't really any big reaction there. Now I'm gonna walk over to this side of him and kind of tap his hindquarters. Good, and no reaction. Super. So one more canter to the left, and then time for pillows. Trot. Canter. 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 Good boy. Good. So reaction there. Worked through it. Reward. And we're going to try again. And really quick, I'm going to grab the stick and strain. Good boy. That way I don't have to push quite so hard with my body and the tail end of the rope. Good boy. Drop. Good. Now he's energized. He's like, I understand now with the stick. Canter. Good boy. Good. So I was watching his eye, and when he got a little bit more worried there, I rewarded him for not bucking out or anything and staying calm and going straight forward. This time when I send him out, I'm going to push him a little bit harder. Because again, I don't want to tiptoe around anything. I do want to make him work. But I always want to be fair. Canter. Good boy. Good. Very nice. Sweet. So even at that faster pace, we were all right. Good. So now I'm going to take a leap and see if I can figure out how to attach the pillows to the saddle. First, really quick though. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And I'm just hoping that my twine tassel on them is long enough. So it can go to the horn for sure, but she wants them a little bit more back here. Good boy. Good. So right then I rewarded for, again, him just being patient and quiet, and he's listening and thinking but not reacting. Good boy. Okay, those are a little bit further back. I can possibly put them on the furthest back leather pieces if he does okay with this. Stop. Good. He really knows that reward sound now. Good, and I'll ask him right up into the canter. And trot. And canter. Good. So I try not to make a big deal out of when they get nervous or scared like that, and good boy, he's looking at you and he's thinking. And I really try to, once I push them through it, wait until I get a couple of good strides. I know it's scary. And then reward. Trot. And canter. Good boy, you come through it there. Good boy. Good. I'm going to keep him out and moving, and I'll ask him to canter this way since he changed directions on his own. Good boy. Good, and we'll start again on the same side that we originally started on. And canter. Canter. Good boy. Good. So that's what I tried to capture the first time before he made himself change directions, was when he got worried but then worked through it on his own. So we'll change direction here. Trot. And canter. Good. Very nice, Hank. We're going to slide the pillows a little bit further back now. I'm going to just stand with him for a minute or two and make sure that he's feeling okay before I slide him back, just because he's still worried and looking at him, so I definitely want to take that into consideration before doing something that's probably going to cause an even bigger explosion. I want to make sure that he's okay with where it's at right now, so I will probably cut this video here, and then the next video will be of him with the pillows a little bit further back. That way it just doesn't get too long, and I can make sure I'm doing him justice by, if I need to, standing here with him 5 minutes and making sure he's really okay with them by moving him around and just kind of hanging out with him. So I hope you guys tune back in for the next session, which will be the end of this one, and probably won't be super long, but at least you'll be able to see how I'll work past the further back reaction. I decided, good boy, I decided that was probably a good amount for him today. I didn't realize how long the session was already. And I don't think he's ready for them to move back further yet, so I'm going to hold off on that until possibly tomorrow. But I'm pretty happy with how he did today. I do know now that that is one of the reactions that we're going to have to work through, and hopefully I'm going to be able to break it down for him even smaller and help him gain his confidence again through it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next session.